मातृभूमीची परवशतेतून मुक्तता एवढे एकच ब्रीदवाक्य झाले स्वातंत्र्य चळवळीचे. अखेर 15 ऑगस्ट 1947 रोजी स्वातंत्र्य सूर्याच्या तेजाने सर्व भारतवर्ष झगमगले. प्रत्येक भारतीयाने या स्वातंत्र्य सूर्याचे स्वागत केले. कोटी कोटी किरण तुझे अनलशरा उधळती, अमृतकण परी होऊनी अणुरेणू उजळती. तेजातच जनन मरण, तेजातच नवीन साज. हा दिवस दिसला स्वातंत्र्यासाठी जगणाऱ्या, झटणाऱ्या, स्वतःची राज्ये गमावलेल्या सत्ताधीश, शेतकरी, कारागीर, जमीनदार, तालुकदार, सर्वसामान्य जनतेमुळे. मिळेल ते शस्त्र हाती घेऊन ब्रिटिशांविरुद्ध ते लढले. तरी ही क्रांती सुरुवातीच्या काळात ज्या त्या भागातील जुन्या राजवटीचे पुनरुज्जीवन करण्यापुरती मर्यादित होती.
Initially, though the Muslim invaders were outsiders,
prior to the British rule, they had established their reign in India and became part of local Indian polity. They considered India as their motherland. Muslim invaders did not loot and plunder India, but the whole picture changed when the Britishers, under the guise of trade, entered the India, but their motto was to rob India of its property and carry the loot to England, and for that they used tactics such as divide and rule, diplomacy, and occasionally battle to establish their reign over India. After the defeat in the Battle of Buxar in 1764, the Nawab of Awadh became a loyalist of British East India Company.
but soon Lord Wellesley
Proved that the Britishers are actually wolves in the guise of lambs.
in 1801 Lord Wellesley
Compelled Nawab Sadat Ali to enter into a peace treaty, whereby he was forced to maintain the British Southern Army in his area of rule by annexing Rohilkhand and Ganga Doab to British India. There can be no comparison in history for the cruel, inhuman and barbaric way in which
the Awadh kingdom was demolished and destroyed and plundered by the Lord Dalhousie on 13th of February 1856.
it was the common people of India who had to bear the brunt. The entire Awadh province was seething with dissatisfaction. Maulavi Ahmadullah Shah banded together gangs of rebels to penetrate the Lucknow residency. He was aware that the people who had been brought up under the Saranjam system would not accept him as their ruler lord. Therefore, he thought to choose among the nobility. After the destruction of Awadh province in 1856 by the British East India Company, Nawab Wajid Ali was punished to Calcutta. Nawab Wajid Ali's wife Hazrat Mahal, whose maiden name was Muhammadi Khanum, was a former dancer. She had a 10-year-old son named Birajiz Qadar. Maulavi convinced the rebels that once they captured Awadh province,
They would install Birajiz Qadar as Nawab of Awadh.
if this plan came to fruition, Hazrat Mahal's son would become the ruler of Awadh, and with this motive in mind, Hazrat Mahal started attending the meetings of the rebels. She was displeased with the fact that without putting up any resistance, Wajid Ali had just handed over Awadh to the Britishers. वो रुतबा पाया था हमने वतन में, उसी की बदौलत हुई ये लड़ाई. अदू बनकर आए जो थे दोस्त अपने, ना थी जिसकी उम्मीद की वो बुराई. Meaning, this battle is for the status that we had obtained in the country. Those turned unexpectedly evil was committed by those people who was we considered as friends.
Hazrat Mahal decided to side with the rebels and people of Awadh for independence of Awadh instead of bowing down to the Britishers. A proficient and skilled army was formed under the firm and able leadership with the aid of Nana Sahib and Maulavi. She was able to capture a significant portion of Awadh from the British. After installing her minor son on the throne, like a skilled administrator, Hazrat Mahal administered the province under her control. To maintain the morale of her army, she used to regularly meet the army. She was also successful in maintaining peace between Hindus and Muslims. Hazrat Mahal also inducted women in these freedom struggles and assembled separate female troop. In order to regain confidence of Indian people, the Queen of England had presented a bond, but the Queen of Awadh alerted the people not to rely on assurance made by the Britishers. After capture of Delhi, the Britishers next attacked Lucknow. Begum Hazrat Mahal put up a brilliant fight, but once she realized the inevitable, she took refuge in the jungles of Nepal along with her associates. Unfortunately, she had to stay as a refugee for the next 20 years in Nepal. The Britishers baited her with the offer of a huge pension, but the Begum was adamant over the independence of the Awadh province. Hazrat Mahal was the one who demanded nothing less than a sovereign and independent Awadh, and befitting her was her dignified comrade Uda Devi. Uda Devi was born in the town of Ujriyan in Lucknow. She was married to Makka Pasi in Lucknow and in areas around Lucknow. During that period, there was a strong movement against the Britishers, and everywhere there was sloganeering to kill the British. Sir Henry Lawrence stationed the Britishers in the British military camp in Lucknow. The revolutionary penetrated the British camps in which Sir Lawrence was killed. The later appointed Sir Havelock was also unsuccessful in throwing out the revolutionaries. The people of Lucknow were so enraged with the Britishers and wanted to avenge the Britishers for the defeat of Nawab Wajid Ali Shah and also for the atrocities committed against the people of Awadh. It was difficult for the Britishers to control this onslaught of the people of Lucknow. In 1857, Chinat, located on the banks of river Gomati, Makka Pasi was killed in the battle against British forces led by General Colin Campbell. Uda Devi resolved to avenge his death. When the British forces arrived at the Sikandrabad Mahal, Uda Devi climbed up a tree and killed about 32 to 36 soldiers single-handedly. When the British army suspected they were getting hit from a top of Peepal Tree, they targeted to Peepal Tree with a volley of bullets. A dead body dressed in a man's attire fell from the tree. That was none other than Uda Devi. Campbell, being a Britisher, also held the valor of Uda Devi and paid respect to her. Uda Devi belonged to Pasi community. In order to pay tribute and respect to Uda Devi, the people belong in the Pasi community assemble at the place where she sacrificed herself.